Welcome back to the garage. So after all of you no doubt watched the final sword video, I know what you're all thinking. Alex, you're the best blacksmith who has ever lived, who never makes any mistakes. How will you step it up from here? Anyway, I know what you're also thinking is, there's so many custom knives being made on the market. The market's saturated, but what people are really after, what you crave, is to spend $200, $300, $400 on a screwdriver. That's what people really want. So I'm gonna make today is a custom flathead screwdriver. Now I know, it's hard to contain your excitement. I know it's hard for me. But why are we doing this is the question. Well, the thing about a lot of flatheads is they don't work very well because they're tapered. They're tapered, I imagine, because the slots and flatheads aren't all the same. So it's sort of a jack of all trades, master of none situation. But what really just comes down to is you get like half of a quarter turn in there and it slips out, and then you throw it across the room and then you go get a socket. So what I'm going to try and make today is a flathead that actually works. It's not going to be used as a chisel, it's going to be precision ground, and I'm going to try and make it so it perfectly fits in the slots that I usually use this on. Stay. Okay, so we have the shape all ground out. It's at a 60 grit finish, and it currently fits in the worm drive. So now we're going to try and get a little bit of hardness into this. I'm not sure how well this will work. This is just like welding steel, but I'm going to try. So I'm going to heat this up and quench it in water. Right now, I tested it with a hardness scale, the like joke 45 file bytes it. So if we can even get up to like 55 Rockwell, that'd be a win. That'd be, I think, worth it. So let's try and heat treat this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but let's go ahead and do that. So I've got a surface conditioning belt on the grinder, and before I temper this, I am going to polish it up on here so that we can see the colors as part of the finish. But does it work? Yes.